going? This is Amanda from Amanda Around the Globe, and today I am really excited to talk to you guys about travel, minimalism, and loneliness. This is something that was recently requested on one of my videos and quite a few people seemed interested in it. So let's just get into the video. I wanted to talk today about how to deal with loneliness while maybe when you're new to the minimalist lifestyle and you're realizing that you're kind of losing friends because you guys don't have the same values, or you're giving yourself space in your relationships to figure out what you want, or maybe you're traveling full-time and you don't have a lot of friends because you're going to new places all the time. So I want to talk about these things, and it's just going to be more of like a talkative video. There are just a few topics that I want to talk about, and tips and tricks on dealing with loneliness, and how to make friends on the road, and how to make friends that share the same values as you, and all of these things. And then also kind of how to deal with being alone when you are in that situation. So let's just get into it. The first thing I want to talk about is minimalism and loneliness. So when I first became a minimalist, I did go through a period where I kind of separated myself from most people I knew, and that was because I realized that so many of my friends did not share the same values as me. I was friends with a lot of people who were focused on buying new cars, buying a bigger house, getting a raise, and while these are nice things if you need them, to me I was focused more on a minimalist lifestyle, just saving money and just living a more simple life and kind of finding my purpose. A lot of my friends were not in the same mindset as me, and this made it really difficult to relate to them, because hanging out with people and talking about buying new cars and getting a new house and what clothes they wanted to buy, like, this is not something that I could relate to or have really anything to say about, because I wasn't in that same mindset. Long story short, when I went minimalist, I kind of started being by myself a lot more. I would go hiking on the weekends by myself, and I was even in a relationship at this point of my life, and I was spacing myself out from my partner because even him and I was realizing we didn't share the same values. Though he wasn't a very materialist person, he was just not on board with the whole minimalism thing, let's just say that. I became minimalist, and I wouldn't say that I lost all of my friends, but I just kind of started spending time by myself a lot more, and this did get a bit difficult because I was also working at a job where I was in an office and I didn't really speak to people at all. I wasn't in customer service. I was just making spreadsheets on a computer all day by myself in a room, and then I'd go home and I'd be alone, and then on the weekends I would be alone. So I kind of dealt with this by spending a lot more time with my family. I'm very lucky to have a very supportive family, and they will talk to me about anything, and though they might not be exactly on the same page as me with every topic, I can talk to them about things, and I still can have fun with them and get along with them, even though we might not feel the same way about everything. So I spent a lot more time with my family, and I also started joining groups on Facebook. So this was really helpful to me, is finding people that were on the same, kind of in the same kind of mindset as me. So people that were vegan, I related to a lot. People that were minimalist, I related to a lot. And I found that a lot of people that were minimalist were also vegan, and they kind of go hand in hand. And then there's also a whole nother sector of people that are minimalist, vegan, and interested in sustainability. And I kind of found my niche. I found a few Facebook groups that I joined, and I got to talk to people that were interested in the same things as me, and that was really, really helpful. So I made a lot of internet friends. Though it's not quite the same as hanging out with someone in real life, it felt nice to meet people that had the same values as me, that I could talk to, who I felt like they really understood me. Around the same time, I also started figuring out that I wanted to travel full-time, and so I decided to save up money to quit my job and travel the world, and I started joining a lot of travel groups. I joined a group called Girls Love Travel, and that has been one of my best resources to date to make friends. I have met so many friends through this group. If you just go into this group and you make a post, there's a good chance that someone in that group will be in the same place as you at some time. So I've met friends in Chiang Mai there on that group. I've met friends in Australia on that group. I've met friends doing all kinds of things, but I think Facebook groups is the biggest way I've made friends. So I'll leave the link to that down below. You can only join it if you're a girl, so I'm sorry guys, I'm not sure if there's an equivalent for guys, but there are a lot of other ways that you can make friends, which I'll talk about now. Other ways I've found to make friends are going on tours with other people. So if you go on a tour with a group, you're probably going to go with other people who are also in the same place as you, who you can befriend and maybe travel with a little bit and talk to. That is also a great way to make friends and to meet people. Yeah, I think it is really important when you're traveling to go out of your comfort zone and to make friends and to meet people, because humans are very social creatures and we crave social connection. And if you shut yourself in your room all the time, which I am totally guilty of because I tend to want to just work on my website and edit my photos and edit my videos and do all these things that are things that you do by yourself. If I get into a spiral where I'm just doing this all the time, then I notice that I get a little bit like down, not so happy. I definitely am a much more well-rounded person when I spend time alone and with other people. Even though I'm very introverted, I think that spending time with other people is still really, really important to me. If you are not traveling full-time, which I'm guessing a lot of people that follow me on YouTube are not traveling full-time, if you don't travel full-time and you're looking for friends who share the same values as you, I highly suggest Facebook groups. You can also go onto meetup.com, and there's a lot of groups in there that meet up and do different things. Like you could go hiking with people, you could join a hiking group, you could join a reading group, a book club. I actually have a book club if you guys would like to join. Anyone is welcome, boys, girls, everyone can join it. I will leave the link down below, and we read 2 books every month. You can choose if you want to read both of them or one of them. Most people just read one. Another thing that I really have found to be really helpful is by joining courses on things that I want to learn about, and then you'll meet people in those courses that are interested in the same thing as you, because you guys are learning about the same thing. So if you are really active in the groups of the courses, you can make friends that way. You can make friends, like I've made friends in such random ways. I've met people on Instagram, people that will message me and say, hey, we're in the same city, do you want to get a coffee? And I'll be like, yeah, let's do it. Just being open to meeting people is step number 1. So I also really wanted to talk about being alone and being able to deal with being alone a lot. So when you're traveling full-time, or even maybe you're not traveling full-time, you just don't have the time to hang out with friends a lot, or maybe your friends live really far away and you don't see them that often. Maybe you spend a lot of time alone, and it's something that we all go through. And I think that spending time alone can actually be really helpful in your life, because it kind of forces you to think about things and the way things are going and the way you want your life to go and what you're really focusing on. So for me, when I spend time alone, I really think about the way that I spend my time, and I really want to be productive, and I really want to be the best version of myself and know that I'm spending my time doing something that means something to me. I like to make YouTube videos, I like to make blog posts, I like to try to inspire people to travel more, and that's my purpose, and help people adopt a more minimalist life. That's the whole reason why I do everything that I do. By spending time alone, I actually feel like I can get recharged. Like I said before, I'm very introverted, so when I spend time alone, I get to do things that I really like to do. There are so many things that I like to do: read books, listen to books, go for a drive, go on an adventure. There's really nothing that I don't want to do alone. I've traveled alone for a long time, and I think that has also helped me be a lot more comfortable being alone. If you feel like you have a problem being alone, I highly suggest taking a trip by yourself. And I mean, if you feel okay with that, it will really boost your confidence, it will really boost your self-esteem, and it will help you realize who you are, what you want, and all of that good stuff. So this video was kind of all over the place. I hope it was helpful for you guys. If it was, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Let's get this channel to 20K, and I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you guys for watching this, and I hope you guys have a great day. I'll see you in my next video. Bye!